My dad didn't even want me to do fashion and study. As you watch this video, I want you to subscribe, I want you to like, and wait for the next video. I love you. My name is Josephine Amali Christopher, and you're welcome. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we are going to have exciting, interesting, intriguing topics to talk about. Yes, I'm here for you all. So I want to tell you a little about myself, because this is me officially recording this, having this as my first video to start as your go-to person for everything fashion, lifestyle, and whatsoever you can think of. All right, so back to how fashion started in my life. How? I'm trying to think. Okay, so yes, I started fashion in 2017. Then I was still studying mass communication at Plateau State University, and it wasn't easy because my dad didn't even want me to do fashion and study. Imagine working and studying, it would be quite taxing for one person. And as a young girl, you know, our parents would be very, very mindful of what their kids do. They didn't want any distraction, so that was it for me. My dad didn't want me to try anything aside school. Do you know that I had to plead with my parents, like, daddy, please let me just bring my grades, my results to you, and if it's very good, then you can approve of me to have a sewing machine in my room and do whatever I want to do. I've never been an outdoor person. I've always been by myself. Do you know that I was even called a one-man gang in my first year in school? Story for another day. But then it wasn't easy, and then my dad said, yes, bring your results and I'll let you have a sewing machine in school. My mom never visited, not until my graduation. But you see, my dad, he would drive me to school, like he would take me to school, ensure that I arrange everything in my room before he leaves. So that was the kind of dad I had. It's not like he was strict, but you know, someone that is very, very careful of what he or she has. When you have an egg and you don't want it to just slip off your hands, that's it. And imagine being a daddy's girl. If you've been with me for a long time, you would know that I'm a daddy's girl. Like, my dad is my go-to person. I don't want to drift, I don't want to deviate from the main gist. So I'm just trying to tell you how close I was with my dad, and then me now telling him I want to do fashion and school. It wasn't easy, so I pleaded, and thankfully my grades, my results was very good. Like, I was one of the best in my class then. Yeah, I'm bragging. Don't mind me, but I know I was good, so I can't even hide it. I was good. You can go back and ask. Yes. So I showed him the results, and I had the sewing machine at home, which I took to school. I wasn't even perfect. Like, I wasn't good at it. But there's this thing you do when you're optimistic about life, optimistic about yourself, and you have no one else to motivate you aside yourself. So that was it for me. I never really had the opportunity to stay in a four walls of a classroom or a fashion design room. Yes, not like I never really tried, but the place I went to wasn't good enough for me. So I decided to quit and learn online. And trust me, why I'm starting this YouTube thing is because YouTube has been my go-to app for a very, very long time. I've watched videos online, DIY videos, a whole lot of things. I learned fashion on YouTube. YouTube has been a very important app in my life. Like, aside people, whenever you see me with my phone, like whenever I'm not chatting with people, you should know that I'm on YouTube. I visit different page, I subscribe to a whole lot of channels to get acquainted with what life is, what fashion is, and a whole lot of things that I can't mention right now. So I learned fashion on YouTube. Yes, kudos, clock it, I did. And trust me, when people find it difficult to learn online, it was an easy thing for me. God did it for me. It was so simple that I tried over and over again. It's not like I tried once and they were perfect. No, there are times that I can remember watching a video on how to make trousers, how to make pants, and I had to try. Like, I sewed those pants 3 or 4 times. In short, it wasn't as perfect as I wanted it to be. Like, it didn't come out well, so I had to redo it. I had to cut and sew over and over again. So while I was in my room here, while I was in Plateau, while I was alone aside attending lectures, I was sewing. And thankfully, I had people that believed in me, so they brought their fabrics and I studied this design. Like, I just take my time to see how the design is on the picture and then bring it to life. Whenever I don't understand what is there, I take my time, I rest. I don't rush into cutting the fabrics, because you only get one fabric. It's not like a customer is bringing a trial and error fabric and is also bringing the one you're going to work on. No, it's bringing just one fabric. And I'm not a unisex tailor. Like, I'm just a fashion designer that works on just women's clothing. So I practically had to learn on paper before moving on to the customer's fabric, the client's fabric. And it wasn't easy. And you know how student environment is. You have to take your time and study while you work. And also, they weren't paying as much as they should. You wouldn't even beg, like, okay, you won't compel them to pay that price. You just have to be considerate. And there was one thing I learned while I was sewing back then in school. I just realized that you have to be consistent. You have to show yourself. You have to do more for people to trust you. So imagine putting a big price tag on your clothes and you don't deliver, you don't bring out the design. That's going to be a very, very disheartening experience for yourself, your clients, and the people who referred you, who trusted you, who stayed by you or are with you and hope to bring in more things for you. Like, it's just a complicated setting. And that's why fashion design is not just about you, but about the people around you. You're building trust, so you have to do it consecutively. You have to do it wholeheartedly. Hence, I did a whole lot of things in school. My routine was, I wake up in the morning, I clean up. I always love to clean my space. I don't like a place that is untidy. Nah, you'd never see me there. So I clean up, I pray, clean up, dress up for lectures, finish whatever it is I have to do in school, attending lectures, right? And then leave. Like, you'd never see me doing extra curricular activities. Nah, you wouldn't see me doing that. Do you know how many times I missed student week just because I want to be all by myself? Yes, I may just stay by for 5 minutes to see what is happening, and if it's not intriguing, guy, I'm leaving. I'm cutting off all kind of things for my own peace of mind. And do you know that there was a time my friends called me one man gang because I was always alone. I would attend lectures alone, go home alone, sit alone, and I was never worried. I was never bothered by whatever they said, my classmates, right? I was never worried because I believed that you have to choose yourself in whatever you hope to do or achieve. And for me, it was all about doing more for myself, being the best version of myself, being the best version of Jojo. Because then everyone knew me by the name Jojo. Yes, I was called Josephine, Jojo. Not until that same 2017 that I just sat back and was like, okay, I'm having a fashion brand. I love the name Fina. Why don't I just add? Because at that time I had friends that were calling me Fina. When I now said they can call me Fina, I said, oh, that's nice. So I decided to add Fina exclusive, and it was good. But the most difficult part of business is you not doing your CAC, because when you later decide to do or register your business name. It may be difficult because someone would have just picked up your name and register it before you. So it's important that you get a business name and register it. Get a barrister, a lawyer, whoever is registering business to do it for you immediately. Like, don't waste time, don't hesitate. So that was the thing. I got my business name in 2017, Fina Exclusive, but I didn't register it not until 2024 or 5. Yeah, I think 24. And it was difficult because the lawyer, that registered my business was like, "Oh, Jojo, sorry, you can't use that name." Guys, I cried. I cried. Yes, I cried. I was like, Jesus, which name would I use? Because at that time, a whole lot of people had already known me as Fina, like Fina Exclusive. So where would I start from? It was difficult. But then I was like, okay, we shouldn't use the E in exclusive. We can just use the X now. Exclude the E. And she was like, okay, let's try. I think I have a message she sent. She was like, oh, it worked. God. That was the happiest day of my life. True, for my business, it was the happiest day of my life. I don't know why I didn't take this fashion thing serious, because maybe I felt I was getting some penny in school. And funny enough, I was still getting my allowance from my parents. So it's not like my parents stopped giving me money. I just did it for fun. And for the fact that students weren't paying me as much as I wanted to, I was excited about the whole thing because it gave me time to improve and do more for myself, learn the skill wholeheartedly, and it really helped me. I am very grateful to everybody that patronized me then in school. I love you all. You guys motivated me to where I am today. I'm so grateful. So the business name continued. I sold throughout my uni days. I graduated in 2019. Then in 2020, lockdown, corona, I was home. I didn't do much. Did I really sew? I think I did just a few because we were all at home. Nobody was even making clothes aside the nose marks I made. I got a contract with an NGO. I can't remember the name, but I got a contract and I used the money to buy a phone. Of course, I'll always use my money to buy very important things in my life. So I used the money to get a phone, and then by 2021, I got a call-up letter for NYSC, in which I served in Enugu State, yes, at the state secretariat. So throughout my life in Enugu, that whole 1 year, I didn't even sew. I didn't do anything fashion design. I call that year of my life, 2021, a year of rest, because I didn't do anything tasking. I didn't do much. I just had fun. That will always, I don't know, though I'm yet to have one, but that was the best year of my life. I had fun. See, I don't travel. I don't do much. But do you know what it means for you to go out, go to another state and explore the state? For me, my service was good. I enjoyed it. Though I was even crying, I was very upset. I didn't talk to anybody. I'll gist you all. Today is about fashion, but I'll tell you about my NYC experience. So fashion has always been a thing for me. And then after service, I came back to Jos and officially got a space in 2022. October, November 2023. That was when I got a space. Like, I came back to Jos August and immediately looked for a space, a walk-in store, yes, because I didn't want to work from home, and I already had my client base that were waiting for me to come back. Do you know what it means to have people wait for you to come back? Because they believe in you, they trust your work, they trust your craft, they trust whatever you're doing with their fabrics. So fashion is about trust. It's about you making people believe in what you do. Do it for yourself, yes, love yourself first, but also ensure that you're bringing out the best in what you do. So thank you. This is all for now. I'm doing very well. This is my space, yes. So I'll get to tell you more about fashion and how difficult it has been in some ways and how exciting the privileges I get as a fashion designer. Thank you, and I would love to see you in my next channel. But until then, please, as you watch this video, I want you to subscribe, I want you to like, and wait for the next video.